Charles has been subject to intense verbal attacks from Harry in recent months, as the Duke of Sussex publicly accused his father of letting him suffer, and of repeating the cycle of genetic pain throughout his upbringing. The Duke of Sussex also told Oprah Winfrey that his family literally cut me off in the first quarter of 2020, meaning he and Meghan had to fall back on the £10 million estate he inherited from Princess Diana. However, this claim has come under fire after Clarence House recently released its official accounts for the last financial year, showing that Charles actually passed a large sum to the Sussexes after their official royal exit in March 2020. It also shows the Prince of Wales stopped funding him that summer. A source told Vanity Fair, Charles was quite upset at the suggestions he had cut Harry off. Initially he didn't, and he went on to provide for some time. But there was a point when Charles decided enough was enough. The bank of Dad couldn't keep handing out indefinitely. This tension over money is said to have been the tipping point behind Charles's supposed refusal to take Harry's calls, too. The Duke of Sussex told Oprah in March that his father stopped taking my calls after he took his decision to leave the royal family into his own hands. However, in the Channel 5's documentary, Charles and Harry, Father and Son Divided, commentator Emily Andrews said, "We are told the reason that Charles stopped taking his calls is because Harry kept asking for more money. Charles is not someone who likes confrontation, so effectively he just stopped taking his calls. Charles does not have a mobile phone, so it is just literally phoning a switchboard and asking to be put through to wherever he is." Angela Levin, royal biographer, added, "Prince Charles loves Harry, but there comes a time when you have to say enough is enough. Harry's frustration over being cut off is especially confusing as he and Meghan announced their intention to become financially independent when they first made their decision to step back from the firm public." Writing on their now defunct Instagram account at Sussex Royal back in January 2020, they explained, "We intend to step back as senior members of the royal family and work to become financially independent while continuing to fully support Her Majesty the Queen." Clarence House's accounts show that at the beginning of April 2020, Meghan and Harry's first month of life outside of the firm, Charles handed both of his sons £4.5 million from his Duchy of Cornwall estate. It's not clear how much money went to each prince, but a spokesman for Charles said that he had allotted a substantial sum, although that funding ceased in the summer of last year. Reports last year also alleged Charles gave Harry £2 million to cover his security costs in his new post-royal life. When approached about the discrepancy between these documents and Harry's claims, a Clarence House spokesperson replied, "I wouldn't acknowledge that they are dramatically different. All I can tell you are the facts." A representative for the Sussexes hit back and said, "You are conflating two different timelines and it's inaccurate to suggest that there's a contradiction." They said Harry's claims were referring to the first quarter of the fiscal reporting year in the UK, which starts in April, which aligns with the evidence from Clarence House. But many misunderstood Harry's claim in the bombshell CBS special back in March, including those close to the Prince of Wales. A source close to Charles even told royal correspondent Roya Nikar at the time that Charles was very upset and cut up over his son's claims. They added, "It was a surprise to hear he'd been cut off, given the bank statements." Harry has returned to the UK this week to attend the unveiling of Princess Diana's memorial statue in Kensington Palace. However, he is expected to only make a flying visit. And his father is going to be in Scotland, meaning they are unlikely to cross paths or make time for peace talks.